Hello, everyone. It's been a minute, I know, but we're here with something in the spirit of the season. I have regular co-hosts Gabe and Mad with us, and today we are going to be reading the spookiest stories to ever spooky story.
Very spooky creepypasta story time.
So spooky, we're all gonna die.
So true, it's so true. Now, first things first, I'd like to apologize for not posting any videos throughout the latter half of the summer. I literally just couldn't be bothered. That's it. Anyways, to our first story.
Alright.
The Krusty Krab
It's pretty short.
training video lost copy. Take it away.
Okay. Alright, for this episode, I shall read for us. So, I'll read the first half, and then I'll let Trey take the second half. Okay. In 2002, Nickelodeon released the famous episode of SpongeBob, the Krusty Krab training video. However, what they didn't want the public to know was that there was two copies. One was that sworn to never air on broadcasting. Lost in time, this lost film was still not found. The following confidential footage is what is believed to be the infamous second copy. One user uploaded a video called Spinge Learns the Dark Arts of the Krusty Pooping, showing part of what could have been the footage. Alright, take it away.
This episode is just a very filtered version of the Krusty Krab training video with reference of MLP, Vocaloid, and memes, and more unnecessary stuff in the middle of the episode. The music changes, and the screen zooms in and out of SpongeBob's black socket. This lasted until the credits come by. Again, the credits contain more references, but the notable thing was that in memory of Tom Kenny, the episode was aired at the same time Tom Kenny died, referencing his death. Footage of the episode was not even found, except from a little YouTube user named Fawful the Falafel. I feel like we shouldn't have given that person a shout out. Anyways, who seems to have taken part of the episode, but not the rest, until the episode was found on a bootleg DVD on the flea market on 7/30/2013 by a person named James Cover. The footage was the same, except it went to SpongeBob's staring moment. The last scene was a high-pitched noise is heard, and it ends. Tell no one knew about this, and maybe it's best we don't know. I'm gonna be
I would
so
also like
real
to
with
add
you.
that
That was one of the worst creepypastas I've ever read, and I hope it gets worse. I hope
That
it gets worse.
That was real. Not only was it stupidly short, it was showing how much effort they actually put into this shit. Like the fact that, first of all, Tom Kenny isn't even dead yet. Like he's still alive. So that's a fail right there.
Wait, what? No, Tom Kenny's dead.
Wait, what? No,
Yeah, Tom Kenny's
he's the voice.
Yeah.
He's the voice of SpongeBob.
Oh no, I'm thinking of
He's
Stephen
dead?
Hillenburg.
Stephen
No,
Hillenburg.
You're thinking of the creator of the
No, I'm
show,
wrong,
not
I'm
the
wrong.
voice actor.
I was
he's still
reading with
alive.
Stephen Hillenburg in mind, so I saw it said 2013, and I was like, he died in 2020. What?
Yeah, he was. I think one of the original animators or directors of SpongeBob or something.
Yeah, he was the
Creator.
guy. He was the creator. He was the one who came up with the concept.
Mm-hmm.
Sponge Bill and
Oh, he died at
Friends.
57. Rest in peace, man.
Yeah, God.
Oh,
At least
the
they
fuck are you
they
eating, cat?
didn't bring that up. There was a pretty infamous lost analog horror video
Yeah.
that brought him up, and it was like, "I'll see you in hell, Stephen Hillenburg," and everyone beat the creator to death online. Beat him with hammers.
Yeah, it's because of the edginess and the whole insensitive nature of it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
yeah.
Damn, that story wasn't that long. I was hoping I would have died from laughter. From how
Well,
stupid it was.
well, we have
Well,
more to go.
Well, this'll make a fun short video, I guess.
All right,
Read another one.
Gabe, you're gonna be the one to read the first part of this one. Okay.
Are we still recording?
Busy
Yeah, we're
focusing.
still recording.
I suck at
Okay.
multitasking.
Oh my god.
Malcolm in the Middle lost episode.
Malcolm
Oh,
in the
no.
middle.
Dude,
no.
there's gonna be a bunch of Breaking Bad references. I just know it.
All right.
This is gonna be so predictable.
If I hear one Jesse, I just want to be sad.
Hold on, I'm gonna.
Oh my god, there's tits here.
What?
Oh.
Badonkers?
Alright, I was looking at some bullshit on Discord, okay?
Okay, alright, so This is Malcolm in the Middle, lost episode.
Wait, you need to send it to me so I can follow along.
Oh, right, yeah, I should probably do that.
Jesus
second,
Christ,
guys.
Trey, we're gonna have to make a system for this.
God damn it!
Alright, I'm gonna yes, trust links from the troll pasta kitty. Alright, you go first, Trey.
Alright, Malcolm in the Middle, lost episode. Let me take you back to 2003, when Malcolm in the Middle had a mysterious unaired episode called Francis's Flashback. This episode was filmed between April and September 2002 for a potential March 23rd, 2003 air date. During the fourth season, its Fox Network had mysteriously cut the episode from the airwaves due to many uncertain speculations. I worked at the Fox Broadcasting Network as a video programmer during the time. Got a few dozen emails that speculated that was due to poor timing, and that it was during a war on which... Wait, what? It was during a war going on, which explained why a few seconds of the opening was interrupted by a news broadcast of the War on Terror in mid to west coast affiliates. Okay. Those who have seen that few seconds opening at the time recall Francis pursuing an M13 firearm before running out and causing a mass shooting. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
We're getting right into it.
Yep, we're reaching levels of hatred already.
So cheesy, I expect some hyper-realistic blood soon.
There
Don't
were
spoil
complaints
it.
after complaints, half of which seemed to be out of character for the poor feller, making the... Why did he use... Okay.
Who the fuck
Poor
says...
feller. I mean, I do,
whatever.
but, like, I'm a
just in the
hick.
In the context, though. Whatever, fuck it. Just
Making
go,
the
just go,
following
continue.
episode way too violent. Well, half complained the episode being interrupted with a special breaking news report about the war, thus feeling overwhelmed and disappointed about the rest of the broadcast during the remainder of that night. The other information I gathered were from cast, crew, executives, and the creator, Linwood Boomer, who worked
What?
during the airing. I don't think that's true. Hold on. I'm looking that up.
What, the name Linwood? I don't expect anything in this to be true. This is...
Holy shit, it's an actual person.
There's someone actually named Linwood
There's
Boomer?
someone actually named Linwood Boomer.
That's stupid.
TV writer and, what did it say, writer and editor? No, TV writer and film producer, writer and actor. God, okay. Alright then. Who worked during the airing of the show, even though I'm afraid to reveal any details within my behalf on the Fox executives. If you want any information, however, according to the fourth and fifth season DVD documentaries, 3 episodes from the respective season, one entitled Daycare, the other 2 from season 5, Vegas and Block Party, had some of the locations reshot and some scripts rewritten to cover up the lost episode. Plus, during a 2015 Reddit AMA, Malcolm in the Middle 15th anniversary reunion with Frankie Muniz and Breaking Bad's Bryan Cranston. Jesse. We need to shoot
I
up the
knew there would be a
block.
Breaking Bad reference in there.
There would be a few questions asked about the lost episode, but those questions result in a series of permanent shadow bans from Muniz, Cranston, and the mods themselves after feeling annoyed and enraged about these same exact comments over and over about what happened a decade prior. Right, man, you're up.
One other piece of the puzzle is the tape in question. The production code for that episode was originally 0602422, which explains why if you look up Malcolm in the Middle's episode list on its official archived website, Wikipedia, IMDb, or anywhere else, the episode clip show 2, just weeks prior, has always been the production code. Little did anyone know, that same production code was used to cover up the unaired episode in question and is labeled as 0602422B. The other one, known as Franson's Flashback, has been labeled at 0602422A. Has been hidden under Fox Sports footage of all places. The tape is still in my possession under the network's oath, and I'm afraid I have given you many behind-the-scenes information. I will, however, do my best to describe in detail the episode in question. I'll just scroll down a little bit. The episode opens up with an overhead view of Malcolm awakening from what seemed to be some kind of awful experience he's been experiencing as of the moment. He looked noticeably worrisome, lonesome, and even a bit jerky at times. There was no narration spoken by Malcolm, there wasn't any music playing, or sound effects, or even just straight up sound playing for the whole 1 minute scene. Nothing but silence for the whole scene alone. The entire one scene consisting of one reverse shot, 2 overhead view shots, and 1 bird's eye view shot is Malcolm looking in the window, noticed his friends and family were dead for a few weeks and have been on the verge of dying. His room is in a complete mess, dirty fabric all over the floor, leftover dishes, while the show is about the titular middle child being the outcast of the family. Just not in a very unusual, depressing state.
At that point, the audio began working as Lewis furiously knocking on Malcolm's door. He opens up the door and she hands him the telephone while she is seen sobbing rather loudly, depressingly and hysterically all at once. She says it's Francis and that he has written his manifesto about his life and awful deeds of which he has caused. Francis explained the reason on the speakerphone and what he may do next. I'm sorry, Malcolm. It's not you who's been in deep suffering through your miserable life. Just remember to take care of yourselves. Don't tell the CIA, the FBI, or the mass media. Malcolm hung up the phone after a millisecond of static noise, and both he and Lois were in fear of what they just listened to. Keep in mind, their reaction on their faces didn't seem to look comedic, but painful. As Malcolm breaks character for a second, and he's said quietly, I'm sorry, I can't continue. I gotta leave. You could hear several crew members and directors mumbling as he tries to exit the stage and phone his agent, yet the guard keeps pushing him back on set. However, this isn't the worst part. The next scene features a funeral home with Malcolm and Dewey sitting in the back cloth dinner table. Malcolm gets up from the seat. The scene cuts to the blowing of leaves from the trees. Camera pans out, and Malcolm looks down, Dewey up in his seat, staring at Malcolm. You know, this was hard to explain, but the scene cuts to both of them watching the TV as a presidential speech from Barack Obama about the Star City shooting. I giggled inside. Keep in mind, we shot this episode back in 2002, supposed to air during season 4. Even more so that the TV they were watching was Amazon Prime TV with Alexa included. What? What do you mean by that?
Damn.
What?
I didn't. I guess this is where the shitpost aspect comes in.
I guess. Like,
Yeah,
gonna say,
I'll
this
I'll
seemed-
take the next.
I was
I'll
gonna
take
say
the final
this seemed
section.
like fairly decently written. Like it was not great, but like it seemed, semi-competent until
Mhm.
that. All right, keep going.
In the final scene, it was back to Malcolm's room where he woke up out of bed, scared as hell, as if it were some horrifying nightmare. I mean, given the whole entire traumatizing experience, I wouldn't blame him. Malcolm walks downstairs to the kitchen, and he greets Dewey a good morning. Dewey, however, asks him, say, the other day at school, we were doing a show and tell, and I showed a collection of lizards. Want to see some? Malcolm snickered and said, come on, Dewey, don't you understand? We are the lizards. The camera then panned slowly to his face as his eyes became silvered? Livered? Like almonds. What the fuck? The episode abruptly ends after this scene. The episode is 9 minutes long. Unlike other episodes, the show's runtime clocks in usually about 22 to 23 minutes without commercials. Following afterwards is 14 minutes of dead air. The rest of the tape contains news broadcasts recorded over by the network, one being a report about a swine flu outbreak, the other a hurricane hitting New Orleans, the other being a stock market recession in 2007-08. The fourth being Boston Marathon bombings, and the final... Wow, it doesn't even finish.
Man,
Oh my
that
god,
was...
he died, guys. He got killed while he was writing.
This is horrible.
Wow.
That was
I hate
fucking
that.
terrible.
Like,
What
it was...
pisses me off is like it seems like they tried to put effort in, but I have no comments. That
Like,
was awful. Whoever wrote
This seems
shit.
like it has a different writer for the last half of the story.
Mhm.
Well, what's insane is like they felt like so they throw in all this political shit and like all this like these disasters and shit, and then you have this fucking Francis like subplot about what did he fucking kill somebody or whatever?
I'm pretty sure
And then-
he committed a shooting, like a mass
Oh,
shooting.
yeah, 'cause doesn't it? Hold on, let me go back because they said something about like Malcolm's friend and like his dead family or some shit.
Nice.
And it says right
The
here,
story
Barack Obama about the Star City shooting.
Oh my god, that was
My fellow Americans.
This was a what was this? Can we get
I
something
don't know
that's
what
like
the fuck it was, but I feel insulted for reading it.
I know, right?
Damn, this is almost as bad as that one shitty Need for Speed creepypasta I read with the fucking Audi R8 with the broken headlight and the hyper-realistic blood.
Yo, Pete. Let's hope we get like a
Oh,
traditionally bad one next time, right? Next pasta.
We need to stick to the gaming ones. Those are usually the stupidest ones.
Let's see here.
You still recording?
Look at my screen. Look at my screen.
oh god.
What the fuck is this?
The shortest.
The
horror
shortest
story.
The
horror-
shortest horror story you will find.
What the fuck is this?
You will find. You fat cow!
I wanna browse this wiki and see what other stupid bullshit is on here.
The shortest horror story they would find out. Oh no, no!
Oh, you wanna?
Wow, they lied.
Undertale.
Oh
no,
yeah, we
not
found.
Undertale. No.
I love how
What do
the
you-
Jeff the Killer story is on here. Wow, fucking Jeff the Killer's creepypastas on the Troll Pasta wiki.
Yeah,
That's
because it's
ridiculous.
horrible. It's a bad
'Cause it's
I
horror
know,
horrible.
story.
it's-
along with
fucking-
Sonic EXE.
Damn, I guess they just started putting all the shit pastas here then because not to like bloat the
That's
regular
exactly
creepypasta.
why they started doing that.
Damn. I mean, I get it, but it's like, fuck, it was kind of funny naturally finding shit pastas.
Penis environment.
Hold on, I want to read. Hold on, what are the titles to some of this shit? None of these are really stupid or
Let's
goofy
see here,
enough.
cliche list.
Oh god, yeah, we need the ones with all the cliches.
Shrek.
I'm talking 666, hyper realistic blood, fucking pentagrams, Satan, and whatever dumb bullshit people like to use in creepypastas.
Yeah.
Wow, it literally says this category also acts as the creepypasta wiki's wall of shame, as it mostly features stories that were rejected for being too sucky or unintentionally hilarious. These examples of how not to write a pasta. I thought you cooked pasta, but all right.
All right, hold on, guys. They have a like Hall of Fame.
Wow.
Hall of Fame? Are you shitting me?
I'm not
That is
shitting you.
beautiful.
Let's
That is
read
beautiful.
through these. So we have Super Mario Dark Time.
Oh, yep.
Oh god, this gotta be bad.
All right.
But is it Mario Kart Black bad?
Yeah. Welcome to
Oh my-
Suicide and Murder.
Super Mario
damn.
Dark Time. All right. So October 21st, a Friday in 2011. It's a day that would forever haunt me. As crazy as this may sound to a lot of people, what has happened did freak me out. So here's the story. You know the famous game store called GameStop, right? It's a place where all gamers go. Buy, trade, sell their games for other games or cash. My day started like any other day. It was the 21st of Friday. Okay, dude.
Okay, exactly.
Damn.
And I just...
I love how they have the exact dates too. It's like ridiculous.
And I had just had a dream of myself playing Super Mario Sunshine. It was a game I loved, and it was also one of my favorite childhood games I've played. But it was also a game that I lacked for my collection. This was what? This said 2011. What year did Sunshine come out? Like
A million years ago before then. Like 2003? 2002? Around then?
what year did Super Mario Sunshine come out?
Sunshine. Release date 2002.
Okay, so yeah, I guess that's
July 19th.
Yeah, I guess that technically that could be someone's childhood game if they were. All right, fair enough.
Okay.
I know nothing about Nintendo or Mario products.
It was peak. It's my favorite of the 3D Mario games.
Beautiful.
Yeah. Too bad Nintendo didn't sell it on
Mm.
Switch for long.
Alright, so you see, I was starting to keep games, not take them back for trade or money, and Super Mario Sunshine was next on that list. The game wasn't that much now, only $21 at my local GameStop. In pre-recession money? That's still a lot. Oh, never mind, this is post-recession. Yeah, it's still 2011.
Damn.
Something in 2011 that cost like $5 is like 10 now.
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
I had enough and thought to go get myself a used copy since you and I both know they stopped making GameCube games. I guess.
Yeah. Like a million years ago.
I was waiting for the
Oh.
store to open at 10, but it was 9 in the morning, so I thought I could go now and wait for the store to open. I was really desperate for that game. When I showed up to the store, I had to wait a little longer for it to open, no big deal, but when they opened, I walked
God,
in
Brett.
and looked where the GameCubes were, but I seen no sight of Super Mario Sunshine. I asked the employee of the store if they had any copies, and just my luck, they had one copy. They had one copy left. He said that the reason why it's not on the shelf is because of the room. It made sense. It was pretty tight where the games were. What do you mean? What kind of GameStop has a separate room with the games in it? What?
Maybe it's all the porno games.
Well, I was about to say new releases 2011. What is it like? Not Wii U, but like Wii games and shit like that.
Like mid to late Wii U era, not Wii U, till mid to late Wii era. So yeah, I guess
mid to late Wii era. So a lot of those games will be on there, along with PlayStation 2 and
Oh my god.
probably early 360 games, PS3.
Man, you forget the 360 came out in 2006.
Yeah, I
Oh my
know.
god, stop making me feel old.
For how impressive those games look, Grand Theft Auto 5, how great that looks, came out on the 360.
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, that game was something.
He
Anyways.
he
Oh my
reached to
God.
grab the game. He took out the disc and gave a weird look. The title on the disc did have Super Mario Sunshine on it, but the word sunshine was marked Dark Shine, which is
Dark Shine.
very odd to me. We both shrugged and knew how people were with their discs. What? What maniac in 2011 was going to their discs and sharpieing out the names?
Who the
Unless if it was a bootleg, but anyways, who at the time had writable GameCube discs that size?
Fuck, no
I was
one.
gonna say, like, those them
No
bitches
one.
ain't easy to.
It has to be an authentic GameCube disc that you're ruining, taking off the label of, which could damage the disc,
Oof.
to write marker on.
He asked if he could
My
clean
God,
it off,
is-
but I shook my head. I could do it myself. I gotta scroll down.
So much text.
When he put the disc in an empty case, I gave him the money I had and took the game to my car. But for some reason, I felt a little odd. I had just bought a game I was excited to play. Why should I feel nervous? Ignoring the feeling, I went straight home and put the disc in my Wii. That's why, because you're a freak who plays their games in their Wii.
GameCube games on the fucking Wii.
Hey man, I won't blame him if you have it's the best of both worlds. It's like owning a PlayStation 2 to play PlayStation 1 games. It's not out of the question.
Where did you? Oh my god, what is this fucking image? It's like Peach holding a dead toad and fucking.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I need to actually.
When he put the
Fine,
disc
were
in
you-
the empty case.
When he put the disc in the case, where the fuck is it? Okay, here it is. When he put the disc in the empty case, I gave him the money I had and took the game to my car. But for some reason, I felt a little odd. I just bought a game I was excited to play. Why should I feel nervous? Ignoring the feeling, I went straight home and put the disc in my Wii. At the time the intro movie was being played, I smiled brightly. It was a good feeling, like a kid again. But before the movie went into the scene inside the plane where Mario, Peach, and Toadsworth should be, the video froze, but the audio kept on. Oh my god, that's a horrible typo. Audio kept on going. I thought it was maybe because the disc, and for who I am, I had to take the disc out and see how bad the scratches were. What was very strange is there were no scratches at all. Maybe the game wasn't working right for the moment, so I put the game back into my Wii and started the game again. This time it skipped the video right away and to the title screen. I remember when the title screen comes up, Mario shouts, "Super Mario Sunshine." Well, I guess what? It didn't happen. By this time, it went ahead and go where the files were, and I found 2 files that were already made. I found this extremely weird because there was supposed to be no save files at all. It only works with DS games, not GameCubes. But both files had the name Dead on them. No track of shines, no playtime records, no nothing. Just the same name of Dead on the files beside the third.
Thinking of it strange, I went to the first dead file and it took me back to the title screen. What the heck? So I went to the second dead file and it took me back to the title screen again. So I went to the third empty save file and I finally managed to start the game. It was starting normal. When they all show up and find a mess on the landing platform, I was now able to play the game without any more weird things going on. I went to get Flood and started cleaning the mess. I defeated the mini-boss. I found a Gabe, what do you call the
That's
people,
gotta.
with the people with the big noses in Mario Sunshine?
Fuck.
That's gotta be. It's gotta be a typo. Just skip it.
We all know who they're talking about. Lying on the
Squidward
ground.
ass people.
They're not moving. I don't remember anything like that happen when I played Super Mario Sunshine before. The game later progressed the trail of the mess Mario, or should I say fake Mario, has made. He found guilty, and of course, and him and Flood were talking like before. Now then, I was expecting the next scene where the cops, Pinatas, talk to Mario about no running off, but this time I just started right away. The area was different this time. I remembered the game all bright and happy around Isle Delfino, but it was darker. Alright, your turn.
Now my turn? I mean darker. The sky was dark, and the clouds were red, and the sea was red as well. And the what the fuck is this word? And the pianos, they were by the stands of fruit and such dead. I was starting to think the game was hacked by a person who finds this as a joke. Wondering what else has happened, I went to the front of the area where the statue stands. Right there, I found Peach. She was holding something, so I ran towards her for a closer look. She turns around and she holds the head of Toadsworth. Her eyes closed, blood dripping from his head and spine hanging below. By that time, my strange feeling came again. I was feeling sick for how real the blood looked. Then, the screen was starting to get a little blurry. Peach was the only thing in the screen who was not being blurred. Her eyes were starting to go into dark. The sound of the music was starting to sound off, like notes are missing their cues and started playing without matching the beat. I was watching Peach, then she dropped the head of Toadsworth, and the camera was starting to quickly move towards her face. Her mouth was wide open, more wide open than any being should have. Alright, take it away, Trey.
I was in complete shock as my head started to hurt with the music and blur. When the camera was starting to run towards her, I couldn't breathe, and with complete fear, I rushed towards my Wii and shut the game off completely, as well as my TV. My heart was pounding fast and hard. For some reason, even though it was just a game, I felt like my spirit was being lifted out of me. Goosebumps were all over my body, and as I got up, I started to walk to the kitchen to grab something to drink to calm myself. I kept thinking, what the hell was that? I never stopped thinking about it to that day. When I finally had the courage to start the game up again, I had to know what the heck happened to that game. Maybe I could find a way out of this sick hack. When I got to the title, I went to go to the third, but had the same as the others, dead. When this happened, and this is when I flipped, after seeing this, my Wii completely crashed. I tried turning it on and off again, but it just wouldn't work. Thankfully, I bought my Wii 3 months ago. I could explain to Nintendo about a damaged disc and they could repair me a new Wii. The disc then came out of the Wii. I looked it over and took it. I put it back in the case, took it outside, and I trashed it. I slammed it with a hammer, took out a match and oil, squirt the oil in the case, and threw the lit match in the case and watched it burn. It was all over. I felt happy. I watched it burn until it was no more. I walked back inside into my room. To my surprise, I saw my TV on with static sound with it. The next thing that happened, Peach's demonic face showed up on my screen. Voices from the speakers were screaming, "Die, die, 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 you must die."
You must die.
Must die. Alright, you want me to read?
Yeah, one sec.
Bullshit creepypasta?
Wait, what?
No, not the history. I gotta
Alright,
see
No,
the
like we were taking turns reading.
Alright, continue from where I left off.
Okay. Alright. Each time the word was shouted, her eyes got wider. her smile just got more wider as well. Oh, she was just really happy. It was like she was starting to come out of my screen. This is the bitch from The Ring. I looked at my Wii as the little light was blinking. You know, by the power button. I went and tried to turn the system off, but it wouldn't work. Shametsu. I don't even know what the fuck that was. That was the Japanese word for death. Okay, I guess this guy knows Japanese. And it was starting to freak me out how it sounded coming from her mouth. I went ahead and unplugged my Wii from the TV and looked at the screen of her face. Blood was starting to drool. What the fuck? Drool from her mouth and eyes. It was freaky. When I pulled the plug, the screen faded to black. I tried to pick up my Wii, but it was completely hot. I rushed to the kitchen to grab some towels to cover my hands with the heat of my Wii and threw it into the trash as well and set it outside, waiting for the garbage truck to... Wow, this has a lot of typos. Waiting for the garbage truck to take it away. 2 hours passed and he came, and I watched him crush it in his truck. I sighed a deep breath in deep relief. It was finally over. I should have saved it for a new Wii, but after that, I think it's best to just wait for the Wii U. Yeah, solid plan. Every time I think of a used GameCube, I'm scared to buy it because who knows what can hide behind those discs. You want me to read the last part, or do you want to?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
All right. I have no idea what could have happened, but if I'd kept that nightmare of a disc, but I'm sure. God damn it! But I'm sure if it would not have been good. I should have took pictures, but with the fear I was having, I never thought about it at the time. Well, this is my story, and one I will never soon forget. As much as I would love to, but the face of Peach will haunt me forever. But I just hope one day I will get over it. I just want to say, if you ever get a game and it doesn't act the way it should, be extra careful. Don't make the same mistake I did. Oh, wow, somebody else actually...
Ass.
That was just... That's... The thing is, it's what's ironic is we just saw a video on this same story.
Yeah, I didn't see that until I scrolled down.
That
Good video.
Ridiculous. All right, I think we got enough to work with.
Yeah, that's 30 minutes of. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to your regularly scheduled late recording of an outro because I and Gabe and Matt once more forgot to do it on the video. I'll come back. Thank you for watching the video. We hope to get more Halloween content out for the rest of the month. I know it's a little late, but we've all had IRL things going on, so it'd be best to forgive. And you should do all the funny YouTube stuff. Subscribe mostly. Likes would be nice. Comments as well. And after that, I think it's just keep an eye out. And in case I don't see you, good evening, good afternoon, and good night.